God bless. Great evening. This is Nia J. Teta. I'm so happy to be here with you. This is day 5 of day by day relationships and romance, a Christ-centered video series. We're so excited to be here. We want to answer as many questions as we can with all of God's wisdom. We got 31 days in the month of May. We're doing 31 videos. We'll see how it goes. The Holy Spirit's going to bless us, give us wisdom, and we're going to do this thing big for the Lord and hopefully help a lot of relationships out. We want to answer questions about marriage, about divorce, about singleness, about dating, about courting, about sex, about abuse, about whatever God lays on your heart. Ask your single friends, ask your saved friends, ask your unsaved friends, ask whoever you want to ask, and hopefully God will bless us in this moment and in this time and really cause us to prosper. I want to answer a question that one of my friends left on my Facebook message, and the question just was, where do you find Christian men besides the church? Good question. Let's get right to it. Here it is. The big thing that we have to understand, we have to realize, is that there is no one place. There is no one place. The beautiful thing about God is that God is so powerful and so awesome. He calls people out of all walks of life. All walks of life. They could have been surfers. They could have been stockbrokers. They could have been doctors. They could have been sanitation engineers. They could have been electrical engineers. They could be, I don't know, tons and tons of stuff. Sheep herders, farmers, all kinds of stuff. As you can tell, you can find these people at all kinds of places. There really is no one place to find them because God calls people out of all walks of life. But the key piece for women is this: he that findeth a wife. There's got to be a man with a heart after you who is looking for you. Don't worry so much about finding a man, but be very much concerned with pleasing your God. Pleasing your God, because a man that's after God's own heart, a man that is looking for a wife, a man that's seeking God for this woman of God who's going to drastically change his wife in all those Proverbs 31 ways, 10 through 31. I mean, he is seeking God and he's seeking that godly woman. So my key thing, or this is the key thing, is not just mine, but this is the key thing. You be who God has called you to be, because the man will be looking with his spiritual eyes. And so the key piece is simply this: you need to be in the Spirit. In other words, you need to allow the Holy Spirit to guide, to direct your life so that you're walking where God's telling you to walk. Because the reality is, if God's telling you to go somewhere and he knows the desire of your heart to have a mate that loves him and will love you like he loves you, he may direct you in certain places. So you need to be able to follow the Holy Spirit and to go with the flow of the Holy Spirit. No, it sounds real spiritual, but here's another thing that may be even more practical. Key piece is, be a woman of God. Go where a woman of God goes, knowing that God knows where you're going to go. Knowing that God will bless you where you go, as long as it's a place where God would have you to go. If you're going to strip clubs and different things like that, more than likely you're not going to find the man of God in the strip club. More than likely you're not going to find the man of God sloppy drunk in a bar. More than likely you're not going to find the man of God shaking your butt in a club. It's just not, more than likely, going to happen. So what's the key piece is, you need to go where a woman of God goes, and then you need to appear and be a woman of God while you're there. Because the man is not looking with his natural eye like, oh my God, she looks really good. No, he looks with his spiritual eye, because a man looking with his natural eye, first often thought is, I want to have sex with her. I want to conquer that. I wonder if I can get that. A man looking with his spiritual eye is a man with vision, with a plan, and he's trying to meet a goal. He's not just trying to have sex with you. He's not just trying to, have you around for a while so he can have some fun. But what he's really trying to do is he's going for a plan. He's saying, when he chooses a woman, he's saying, literally, I want to put my energy, my effort, my time, I want to sacrifice, I want to give, I want to serve this woman, and I'm leading her towards the goal of her being my wife. So there's some very key things, and here's all that I've said so far. Be a woman of God. Follow the lead of the Holy Spirit. Go where a woman of God will go, knowing that God can meet you there with any man at any time, because he calls men good, Christian, godly, loving, God-fearing men out of all walks of life. So if you find yourself in a surfboard shop and there's a good Christian man of God there, don't be surprised. Just trust God and allow him to lead you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, leaning not unto your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct thy path. Also, for women of God, please do this. Please pour out your heart to God. Please be honest with God. Don't try to hide from God. Don't try to say, well, God, I'm just content with you alone. Because the reality simply is, God saw that it wasn't good that the man be alone, and he gave the man a helper. God also knows whether it's good or not good for you to be alone. I believe God will bless you. I want you to have faith with me. God bless. Have a great night.